1 minute.
What's good, man?
Forgot that's my joint sound.
Apologies if I'm a little quiet, folks. I have my gain low for obvious reasons.
Let me actually see how that sounds. Oh, it sounds terrible. See how that sounds. Great. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Properties. Let me see if I can throw some effects on it. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Filters. Okay. Add compressor. I don't know how this compressor works. Ratio. I don't know how this compressor works. Ratio. I don't know how this compressor works. Let's test. Ratio. I don't know how this compressor works. Let's test. Ratio. I don't know how this compressor works. Let's test. Oh, that's bad. Maybe I can put a limiter on it. Oh, that's bad. I'm not trying to Taizonde, y'all. Limiter. Here we go. Threshold. Can I make this louder? Gain. Here we go. Gain. Gain. Gain.
All right, hopefully that sounds better. How do we sound, folks? I'm a little close to the mic right now. Hopefully that sounds fine. Let me test. Hopefully that sounds fine. Okay, sounds good. We are playing some TF2. What are we doing? We are playing some TF2. What are we doing? I've got audio issues. What are we doing? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to Taizonde you. Like I said. Okay.
Oh, let's see.
June 25th, 2023. By Landy RS on Twitter. Frontiers has 223 voice clips for Sonic in gameplay alone. That's not even counting the event cutscene voices, of which there are 746 total across all characters. So unfortunately, the Landy mod will not be coming anytime soon. Fast forward, May 6th, 2024, which is today, at least if you're American. It might be the 7th over in Upside Down World or some shit. I've been invited to a Sonic Frontiers mod project. Yeah, because of course. Called Equinox, or Helios Equinox. Sorry, I was fussing over the pronunciation. I don't know if it's Equinox or Equinox. Let's find out, actually, together. Equinox pronunciation.
Equinox. Equinox.
Okay, well, I'm going to say Equinox because it sounds a little cooler to me, and also because I'm moving to the UK anyway. Equinox. All right. You guys can debate about that in the chat all you want. I should have you and Beefy here to cause disruption. All right. So what I have to do for the mod, obviously, I have to record all 223 voice clips for Sonic. I'm not recording the events because I don't know what they're doing for the story, and I'm not sure how much I can even say about that. But I assume from the trailer they put out that there is going to be an original story with original lines. That's the impression I get anyway, because I had to record a unique line for that. All right, so we got as you can see in Audacity, we got, let's see, which one is this? 60, milestone. 60, I'm on 60. What I'm doing, more or less, can you guys still hear me good? Let me hear. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, you guys can still hear me good. All right, so what I've got going on is I'm listening to how Roger said it. Like in that case, that's 60. I'm trying to imitate it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, what's he doing here? All right. That's okay. I do a few. I sound a little different because I'm actually standing up to do these. It might introduce a little bit more reverb, but that's all right. It's not going to be that noticeable anyway. My room is not treated very well. The corner pieces keep falling off. It's less noticeable when I'm sitting down to record because a a lot of the noise gets blocked by my monitors, strangely enough. But yeah, I got foam all around my room. It's just the corners that are fucked up. All right. Yes, I think actually every single one of them are grunts, including these ones, which pissed me off quite a bit. What is he even doing? Here's the thing about Roger Craig Smith. He is insanely talented. That guy knows how to talk. That guy knows how to make noise. He is really, really good at what he does. I'm not. I've had maybe half as much experience as he has in terms of even just years. And that's also not even the time I've been taking it seriously. I've been taking voice acting seriously for, actually, yeah, I guess like 10 years now, because of 2024. 2014 was pretty much when I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. Roger is like, he's been a voice actor for like over 20 years or so, something crazy. He's been around. That guy is insane. He's amazing at what he does. Even if I'm not, super partial to his sonic interpretation, the guy can act, and the guy can pull off voices. Oh, I love him in Helldivers so much. Warning, you are leaving the mission area. Real good. Take some flat cardboard, use flat tacks to attach them to the corners, then glue panels to the cardboard. Interesting. Sorry if you hear things in the background. My parents are very loud or my mom actually is very loud when she watches things that aren't very funny. Yeah, I'm sure that's real fucking funny. I'm sure it's just a hilarious show you're watching on Roku, bro. Alright. I should probably tell them that I'm streaming, actually. Oh, I'm not watching this video that has been sent to me in my friend group, because that's probably going to have something terrible. Anyway, 1 minute. All right, we got it. Yeah, sorry, Mom. I get to yell, but you don't. All right. Let's see. Pull up that folder again. So that was 60. This is 61. Okay, that's simple. Let me drink. This is what I go through every time I record for something, by the way. It's a lot. I'm going to restart that. Okay. 61. I'm just labeling these so I can export them later. What was the sound again? Oh my god. I'm so much less focused now. Alright. Okay. Riveting stuff. Everyone wants to have live voice sessions, and it's like, you want to be listening to this all day? Or like for 3 hours? No, you don't. No, you don't. You could be doing anything else. You could be procreating. You could be developing. I'm not against live sessions. It's just kind of funny when every fan project I'm in, like some guy on the other side of the world is like, I'd like to schedule I'd like to schedule a voice session with you guys 3 p.m. my time, and I look at what that is in my time zone, and it's fucking 3 a.m. So it's, I don't know, hard to schedule, and you're just going to be doing a lot of this. Which isn't bad, but, I trust my actors, personally. So I don't really, if I need something changed, I just ask for pickups. KDTF, most of Adrenaline dubs, actually like 99% of Adrenaline dubs, recorded all separate. All separate. Very few live sessions. In fact, for KDTF, I don't think there was a single live sessions. Well, I do some screams also. Yeah, probably. I'm going to figure out. This is Roger's. I'm not trying to do an exact impression of Roger, obviously, because my sonic voice is so different. I'm mostly just trying to nail down just the general action that's being done so that when I put it in game, it doesn't sound like a completely different action. The official games tend to be really, really, really silly with some of their clips. See, the way I usually record things for fan games is I have a bunch of jumps, and it's stuff like, hit, hup, 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 stuff that sounds like you're jumping. But in the, Generations, for instance, or Unleashed, they will use sounds that are meant for attacking for jumping. So when you go play a mod that has me over Sonic, you'll hear me doing an attack sound that's a little more aggressive every time you jump, and it doesn't fit the best. It's not terrible. It's just it's not how I record typically, but that's why I do this. I did the exact same thing for Overclocked. Just imitated the general action that Roger was doing, put my own spin on it. The falling voices in Overclocked sound kind of crap, though. And that's because this microphone, if I speak too loudly into it, it starts, the transformer in it starts saturating. That is a flaw with the design. This is a customized microphone with a capsule that my friend built. Yeah, a bit of a flex there. Yeah, they did a really good job on it, but there's the transformer issue, and they're aware of that. They're going to be sending me a replacement very soon. But for now, it's been getting me by. It sounds incredible besides that. It is one of the nicest sounding microphones I've ever used. So, not ragging on that talent at all. I mean, that's a world I don't even understand. All right. So that was 61. That was 61. 62. Okay. I think I can do that. Blackmail. Oh, sorry. 62. I keep forgetting to label them. Yeah, this they should have called this game Sonic trying to force out a big one. Because that's what it feels like recording these. It's like, can I just record myself on the toilet? I'm not going to entertain that idea, actually, now that I think about it. That's going to places that we don't care for around here. We don't use that kind of language on Barbie.com. 63, okay. 63? Ha! 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 I'm going to do 3 takes of these. I was originally just doing 1, as you can hear here. But I think 3 is a good way to go so that I have more diversity when I export. Bathtub stream when? You got issues. You got big issues. I still can't see that fucking chat. That's really, really annoying. Alright. Oh, there's the Equinox logo. No, it's good. I'm not actually offended. We like to be deranged around here. We like to be sick. Okay, that was 63. 63? Yep, 63. 64. Okay, great. Great. That's a great line that I get to do. That one. No, I don't like that one. Sorry, forgot to call that one out. 64! Huh. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry at all. Whenever we receive audio from Skrillo for Adrenaline Dubs, he does 15 takes of the same line, and they're all super, super good. And I'm like, Grrr! I'm gonna Bart Simpson you! Skrillo's great. Finest talent of our generation. Dude, trans guys who voice female characters willingly are the biggest chads. They're braver than any U.S. Marine. And I can say that. My grandpa, great guy. Oh, God. I forget if he was Marine or what. But I remember he would always joke that he was doing the easiest work. He wasn't, like, in the field or anything. I think he mostly just managed, like, kind of office-adjacent work. So, yeah, not a super brave job, but still, I mean, that guy, he was great. He was awesome. But, yeah, not like, risking your life type stuff. All right, let me see. No, I don't like... Okay. Let me repeat the line. There we go. I think either one of those will work. Okay. 65. 65. See, I don't know the context for these lines. But I just know how they sound. 65. Okay. 66. 66. There's a lot more subdued sounds for this game, which is welcome, but it also means I have an ungodly amount to record. You know what's funny? Sonic Core also I recorded an ungodly amount of lines for, and most of those were on my own accord as well. So it was like ideas that I was pitching to the game. Like I had an idea where there'd be a different type of damage that didn't take rings away, but it would knock you back like crazy. Like it would stun lock you for a sec, and then it would knock you back. It was like a really, really like big smack. And I recorded special lines for those, like the oh, and then the being flung away, like ah. So, I can imagine if somebody cracked that open and wanted to replace the voice lines there, they'd be like, "Holy crap! Why is there so many lines?" Just like I am right here. And it's like, well, there's a reason there's that many lines. It's because these are all things Sonic can do, and that can happen to Sonic. So that is why Roger Craig Smith has like 5 different lines where he's like, because Sonic can do that. All right, 66. Wait, I did 66, didn't I? 65. No, I didn't. I'm stupid. Okay, 60. 66. Yeah, those will work, I think. Let me double check the line. Yeah, there we go. It's funny. I've done a lot of these lines before, like just in different projects, but I can't be asked to fetch them. And they're probably from different eras where I had different microphones too, like my AT2020. So, kind of be a smattering. All right, 67. Yeah, it's just that. 67. All right, any one of those will work. 68. 68. No, that's a little too breathy. I'm going to double check. Okay. And a lot of these probably aren't going to have major differences, actually. Okay. That'll do. Here you go, guys. Clean audio for you to throw into your fan games if you're evil. Nah, I don't care. As long as you got my name on it, my permission, whatever. Just do whatever. Besides AI. That's my limit. I know I made an AI voice model of myself, but that was with my consent, obviously, and I trained it all myself. Now, I don't use it for anything besides that rodent wrap thing. So it ain't seeing use. Okay, 69. Nice. 69. No, I don't like it. He's like got his mouth kind of closed. 69.
All right. 70. Oh, that one's worried.
70. Yeah. 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 No, he like cuts it off. Yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact. I just want it to, like, if Sonic's doing one thing, I don't want it to sound like he's doing, completely different thing. 71.
71. He brings it high.
Okay. Just be responsible with these sounds. You're not gonna be throwing these into any gross ass animations. Not on my watch. I'll get all my Twitter followers, all 2 of them, to write you a nasty letter. Okay. That's 72.
72.
Okay, let me double check the line. Okay, those will fit. Yeah, again, I don't know. I think I called it blackmail audio earlier. Okay, 73. Yeah, it's through DMs. I mean, you can do either one, or you could do it to me on Discord. My Discord is just Landy RS, but yeah, Twitter DMs is how that usually works. Okay, 73.
73.
The more of these sounds I'm doing on stream, the more I'm realizing, oh, these are some sounds these are. Oh yeah, the woos and stuff are fun. 74. Okay.
74.
Let's see how this came out. All right. Hey there, Omar. Please don't spam. Appreciate you coming around. Okay. Probably gonna use that last one. 75. Let's hear it again.
75.
Just want to give myself a nice, loud label. Well, you're sending it if somebody doesn't answer a hello, I don't know, just take it easy on it, You also kind of sent them, from what I saw, 10 seconds apart, or 5 seconds apart even. It looked like it went by pretty fast. I don't know. I'm not here to, police you or give you, a social lesson. It's just, don't want to be duping messages here. 76, okay.
76.
That last one's a little aggressive. It's not that aggressive in his. Okay, that'll work. Okay.
77. Some of these are sounding the same. See, Roger's really good at doing just sounds that you'd think would be similar but are completely different. Okay, double check that.
Whatever, one of those will work. The last one probably is the closest to whatever that is. That's 78.
78. No, that's a little too high. You have the official names?
Oh my god. I could use those, but I mean, it's not going to matter much. No, I don't like it.
He's like exhausted, like taking a load off.
That I think might have had a bit too much air. What is 78 for? That's the cops. Can that be heard? Can that be heard? Can that... I think slightly.
8.
Yeah, see, I don't have context for that line, and I don't know if I can make out what it's supposed to be from just the sound alone. I'm probably going to run into some of these. When you come out the cross line. Okay. So is it, is that for, like, when it's, like, ending? Okay. Okay, so it needs to be, so, like, energetic. Okay. Let me try a few more of those. All right.
79.
I'm assuming that's... What's 79? Is that for pain? Yeah, that one was too high. Low pain. Okay. Okay, low pain. Actually, with context, I can take some liberties here.
That one was a little too strong.
I'll let them decide which one. Okay. Okay. 80.
80.
What is 80 for?
79.
Okay, just want to make sure I labeled that.
80.
80. I mean, re-listen. I'm glad I set this to ultra low latency. Don't want to be waiting around for some of this. Jumping. Okay. Like landing a jump or just jumping? I'll just try and imitate what he's doing, actually.
It is supposed to show messages, but it's broken for some reason. I have not been able to figure out why.
Oh my god. Alright. So that should have some energy to it.
No, that's too much. No, I don't think it should resemble that much.
I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that one I can tell. I can tell what that's for.
81. Don't like that. Water. That one will work. Yes, this is for Helios Equinox. That's the one I didn't like. Okay. Got it. 81. Re-listen. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Remember, kids, we stand up during voice acting because, say it with me, diaphragm control. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've had to sit down to record because of the way my setup works, and it's just, there's so much I wish I could do. That's why I opted to stand up for this. I don't care about the extra reverb that much because it's not enough to cause an issue for me personally. And it's for a video game anyway, where a billion of other songs and sounds are going on, so, you know, it would suck to have to redo all these, but I mean, you know, it's when I do the actual lines, it won't have this reverb at least, so, you know, it's not like a gigantic priority for me. Good rule of thumb is don't settle for it, but I don't really have a choice. Otherwise, I'm not doing these sounds. Can't do these sounds. Okay. 82. 82. Well, that's that one for. Play it again. Gotcha. It sounds like he's doing an attack or climbing up something. Hey. I've heard a lot of car horns today. Not on the stream, but, you know. Sonic Wind wind-up? All right. All right. No. Those are good, I would say. 83. That sounds like an attack or a jump or of some kind. 83. That's one of those where I can just pretty easily assume. So I'm not too bothered about what it is. I'll play it again, though, just in case. And I labeled it? 83. Yeah, I did. Let's see. This is 84. Oh, okay. 84. Yeah. Chuckling is like a process. Okay. Chuck, I'm way too like breath. I sound like I'm out of breath every time I chuckle. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. But I try to work it. Let's see. Okay, it's more like a. Okay. Banner on Twitter DMs. Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
The screen border, that is an edit of a photo of a leapster. It's like you've got some hellish Windows Media Player skin. I really need to fix the chat. Alright, let me save this. OBS stream banners. Don't save it as a JPEG medium, bitch. Come on. Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah!
85. I feel like for the I should probably channel more of Jason for some of these, just to give it some flair.
Yeah!
Don't like that one. No, it's too like you know.
Yeah!
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah!
God, Roger is so fucking good at what he does. Yeah! Yeah! Ha ha! That one, actually, I really, really like. Bit smaller? Alright, gotcha.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Alright. And we're listening to it for the intensity.
Yeah!
That's the one, That's the one, baby. I'm gonna actually just. That's the one I'm doing. Yeah, that's the one. That was good. I feel so surprised when I actually managed to pull off a line where I'm like, that's the fucking take, baby. Okay, I labeled it. 85. Okay, good. I don't know how I'm going to do that. 86. Huh. I'm not good at doing vocalizations with my mouth closed. Huh. Huh. No. Although, in all fairness, it is processed after the fact, so. 86. I'll take that one. That's good enough.
Ha!
87. Ha! 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 Those are good. Simple. Just simple.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
I like the snarkier one. The one in the middle, I think, has the perfect level of snark.
Ha!
This one's a little too high.
Ha!
This one's
Ha!
nothing at all. That's almost like a shadow line in terms of delivery. Oh, that one took a while to load. 88. 88. Pop. All these are for the wall jump? All right. Okay. I'll figure out which one I want that to be later. With the line, with the context, it's very helpful. That's for the regular jump? What about that one? Is that for the regular jump? Oops, didn't mean to play it again. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'm going over jumps.
Ha!
I think they end at, wait. I think they end at 91 just for this burst. Okay, 88, 89, 90, 91. All right. For these, I'll do a little more traditional. Yeah, that's going to go in. That'll be the line. 89. 89. Hit! 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 A nice, like, adventure style one. Never, you can't go wrong with that. 89. Hit! 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 I don't know which one I like the most. I haven't been able to do it as good as the one I did in 2017 for core that I use in almost everything. Yeah, I think the overclock jump is literally that one. One of them is from 2017. I recorded a bunch of lines for core in 2017, and I still use some of them because they came out so good. Okay, 90. 90. No, I don't like it. Too much smaller. I'll use that for one of the others. There we go. That's the one. 91. 91, that's a jump, right? This one? Parry. All right. I wonder what would be a cooler sound for the parry. Or wait. Are these?
Oh yeah.
All parries? Well, a few of these anyway. Starting with 91 to I guess 95. Okay, it's just 91. Okay. Because there's the laughs there, and I think those would also make sense as parries, but I wasn't sure. I just wish I had the file names. Oh, they're wall jumps if you fall. These?
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. 91. So that's a parry. 91. Hang on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make that sound. That's close. Very close. I hope Roger Craig Smith watches this one day and he's like, dude, this guy is an idiot. He's what is he doing? He's making these noises. He's copying these noises like a damn parrot. I'm not a very good parrot either. I'm just kidding. It sounds like I'm putting down my work. We're making Roger out to be a dick, but he seems like a chill guy. You can make it reality for me. What does that mean? Roger just looking at all the Roger just looking at all the really popular Sonic voice actors and he's like, oh my god, they don't sound anything like me. Oh god. If I was Roger Craig Smith, I would hate myself. Not for the usual reason or self-deprecating, but because the Sonic fan base is so fickle and volatile. And, you can do your best, you can give 100% on, a Sonic the Hedgehog project, and everyone's just going to be like, they gotta fire this guy! Okay, 92.
Ha!
So you said these are wall jumps if you fall? Okay, interesting. Yes, I'm not gonna like glaze the guy or be like, oh, he's my favorite Sonic voice, because everything I've said contradicts that, but just I feel so bad for people who are in position like Kevin Afghani. Afghani? I don't remember. Skateboard. Oh my god. Forgot. Kevin Afghani. I don't know. Guy who's doing Mario now. I feel so bad for him. Because, oh my god. You've had Mario have the same guy voicing him for like 30 years. And then this guy comes in and he very much has to do a Mario impression. And he's not somebody like Jesse Pinnock who's been doing a Mario impression his entire life and perfecting it. He's a voice actor. He's just an actor, and he just was in the right place at the right time, and he did a good Mario impression. And they're like, okay, let's bring you on as Mario. And then you hear him, and you can tell he's really doing his best, but he's got a ways to go. And that is going to be the case for that guy for maybe even the next 10 years. People are always going to be comparing it to Martinet and being like, he doesn't sound like Mario. Maybe, like, perhaps that's rightful to some extent. Because, yeah, guy has a ways to go. His Luigi, flawless. Literally, his Luigi is the best impression of, like, GameCube-era Luigi that I've ever heard, besides Jesse Pinnock's. Jesse Pinnock is, like, ascended. He's on a completely different level. I don't know what the hell kind of juice that guy's on. That is insane. But I think, like, Kevin Afghani, considering how much work his Mario needs, his Luigi is flawless. It's so crazy. And I'm really excited to see where that goes. I really hope that the Martinet thing, that was on good terms, because it would suck to that situation would suck if they just kicked out Martinet. I noticed they got a whole lot of I don't know how you say this. I don't want to say like non-union or union or anything. Just like folks you would hear in Genshin Impact and stuff, I guess. Dawn M. Bennett is I know her from Freedom Planet and stuff. And she's voicing Nabbit now. I haven't heard of Daisy's voice actress, but, you know, again, she's just in stuff about that caliber. Kevin Afghani, Genshin Impact. It's a very interesting casting choice, and I really wonder what informed it. As far as I know, though, it's still the same guy doing Bowser, Kenny James. But, yeah, really interesting choices for replacements. Yeah, exactly. Like, it feels like they just... it feels like they replaced the cast with people from, like, just certain areas of the voice acting industry. It's not, like, good or bad. It's just very, very interesting. Yeah, studio. Yeah. Kind of the same thing they did for Sonic X. Yeah, dude, my first Sonic Earthlines were so terrible. So terrible. I completely understand why people were, like, ripping me to shreds. Because that was the thing. I didn't even want to debunk anybody at the time. Because I was listening to them and I was like, yeah, that was my first time doing Sonic for any fan game ever. Ever. And it sounded so bad. And we replaced all the lines and they sounded immediately better because I knew what to do and what not to do. I'd stopped focusing on trying to do a Jason Griffith impression because I couldn't do it, and just went with my gut. But yeah, I still remember that one guy who was like, I think it's something along the lines of like, do you think I could take over for Sonic? Because he could sound a lot better. It's like, man, you're probably an alright guy, whoever you are. But that's not the kind of comment you... Because that's still somebody doing the voice. Like, man, you don't gotta do all that. Well, I mean, when I read that, I mean, nowadays I don't really care about stuff like that, but at the time I was like 17 years old and that like crushed me, just hearing somebody say it like that. It was like, oh, God. That bothers me. Yeah, they base it, a lot of people doing the Jason Griffith impression really hone in like the way he sounded around like Rush to like '06 or so. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but you get a lot of people that end up sounding like this. And there's nothing really wrong with that, but you know, you do end up with just an issue where it's, you kind of, what is it, plateau? You kind of box yourself in. And I'm saying this because I did the same thing. You box yourself in and it gets harder to actually act. I would say that is pretty normal with any impression when you're starting out and not really taking risks. Like, you gotta think about it just in the context of like, not just doing what the character has already said and what tones the character has already said. You gotta think about like, what would Jason Griffith's Sonic sound like if he was extremely pissed off? What would he sound like if he was breaking down crying? You gotta exercise those extremes to figure out, you know, get inside the head of not just the voice, but the character. And that feels kind of obvious, especially if you've been voice acting for a long time. But I feel like I took it for granted when I was younger. That was what helped me break free, was like imagining, all right, what would happen if I did this to my Sonic with my Sonic voice? What would happen if I changed this? What would happen if I gave it more me? It's not to say you shouldn't do an impression, but get outside step outside the impression comfort zone when you feel like you've kind of mastered how the voice itself sounds, and figure out how to just be flexible with these different tones. There's a lot more to it, and most of it has to be felt. I'm not a teacher. Most of it, to me at least, you just gotta go off vibes. You gotta fuck up. James always told me a good quote: "You can't do anything without doing it bad for a very long time first." And that is so true. And don't be afraid to fuck it up. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid to not hit the mark. Sonic Forces Overclocked came out pretty much fully finished, and all my voice lines in there, most of them, sound like shit. And I had been doing that for like 8 years or so. At that point, it's embarrassing to me. Like, it's not terrible sounding, but I heard like just my lack of emotion in there because I just felt too subdued. I felt tired. I also recorded those lines over the course of 3 years, not consistently. That's the part. It wasn't consistent. The best sounding lines in that game are the ones that I retook near the release date, because there were a few lines that I had to do pickups on. I had to retake almost all of Neo, I think. Not all of Neo. It was some amount of Neo. But I had to retake a fair amount of Neo and a fair few Sonic lines. And I redid all the gameplay lines weeks before the mod came out. Just kind of handled it all. I was asked to do the dialogue retakes, and then the gameplay retakes I just did myself, because it was kind of a hodgepodge of different takes from different eras. And I exported those all myself, because I didn't want to bother anybody with just figuring out what was what and sticking it into the game, because I can do that by myself. But yeah, that's just a case of like, even guys who have been doing this sort of thing for a while can fuck it up. And you just shouldn't be afraid of that. Yeah, I'm not too hard on myself, but, you know, it is a case of, again, like, you know, sometimes even people who know what they're doing miss the mark. And that's all right. You just gotta, you know, you gotta give it 100% no matter what it is. If you're not giving it 100%, then you gotta kind of, like, if you get an inkling that you shouldn't be doing, it's not worth doing 100%, get out of there. Just get out of there. You gotta think about, if I give this 100%, is it going to benefit me? Is it, like, worth that? Am I above this? Am I beneath this? I don't like to think about that sort of thing. And usually the answer is, no, I am not above this. I am not better than this. This is not beneath me. I just do it. There's some obvious red flags. But, just in terms of like most projects you're going to be on as a voice actor, you're going to be all right. Just do your best. This is a big tangent. I should get back to recording the fucking lines. Sorry about that. Okay, what were we on? What is this? 91?
91.
That's 91.
Ha!
92.
92. Ha! Ha! Ha!
93.
93. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Nah, don't like that one. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Those are good.
Ha ha.
That one. That's the one. A 3D model. I made that, actually. No problem, Strike. Love doing Neo. Yeah. The nice little Bonzi Buddy style thing. I animated it, too. I recently changed the shaders on it. Thank you. I recently changed the shaders on it. There's a really, really good 90s CGI style shader that one of the Render 96 guys made, and I found it and picked it up. It's somewhere on GitHub. Yeah, really, really nice looking shader. Yep, Blender. I used to use a little tool called Milkshape 3D. There's a first-person Blender, just whatever's latest. I have it on Steam, so it auto updates, and I just fuck around with whatever. All of the stuff I did for Rubato, though, like because Rubato, I do a bunch of like 3D CGI stuff, pre-rendered stuff. For all of that, I used 2.79 because that has the internal renderer, and I really like the internal renderer for things like that. Yeah, the shaders I used were modeled off of that. And the last version I used, or the last version of this avatar, actually used Blender's built-in PBR shaders, but I tuned everything in such a way that it looks like 90 CGI. And then I was able to get it even closer with the Render 96 shader that I found. So really nice. The big thing that I did was I disabled bounce lights, and I made the world like a monotone gray color. And sun angle 0. You want sun angle 0 for those nice sharp shadows. But it's all still ray traced. It's just heavily, heavily simplified ray tracing. I think I also disabled reflections in general besides lights, like specular highlights. I don't know. I'd have to go back in the file. You can just fuck around in Blender and figure it out anyway, because it's really versatile like that. But yeah, 2.79 I used for all the Rubato stuff that I've done so far. And that works great. It looks great. It is very slow, but I do like the degree of customizability I got out of it. And all the pre-rendered stuff I did for Rubato looks amazing. Actually, there is one scene. I don't actually remember if it's been revealed or not.
What's good, man?
Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, it reconnected me on Discord. Okay. But yeah, the Rubato, there's one scene in Rubato that I rendered. It's nothing like crazy or spoilery. But I actually did that in a modern version of Blender because it pretty much required the physically based renderer for that. So yeah. I'm not sure if they've shown it off yet. It's nothing spoilery. It's like part of the intro. But yeah, it's like just... That's like the one thing I didn't render in 2.79 for that game. But yeah, I used to use a little tool called Milkshape 3D. There's a first-person shooter I worked on. There's some videos of it on my channel called Witness Protection. And that modeled everything in Milkshape 3D. It's just a bunch of boxes, and it looks terrible. Rigged everything in Milkshape 3D. Which, by the way, doesn't support proper weighting. Like vertex weights. Either a vertex... Either vertices are rigged to a skeleton or rigged to a bone, or they're not. Pretty much. You can't, like, do weighting. So it's pretty primitive. Also animated in Milkshape 3D. Although I brought on my friend Capri to do the walking animations. But, yeah. Everything else animated by me. First-person animations, most player animations, the whole shebang. It's not fun. Forward kinematics is not fun. You can do forward kinematics in Blender as well, but I choose not to. Because IK is so much better. Well, it depends. There are some things that are better with FK, but IK would have made animating for witness protection a lot better. And before we canceled the game, I was actually reanimating everything in Blender using IK rigs. That was how I learned Blender. But, you know, then that got canned. We moved on to other stuff. Yeah, no, FK is really good if you're, like, having characters swing stuff around. IK, if you've ever seen an amateur SFM animation that's using IK rigs, yeah, you probably know roughly the nightmare that it is to make, like, a character flail their arms around convincingly with IK. It's hard. Especially on those rigs that automatically stretch the witness protection animated in frag motion. Dear God. I actually tried using frag motion at some point because it supported FBX a little better. Didn't do it. Couldn't figure it out. But yeah. IK for arms, like when you're making them flail around, it is pretty tricky. Especially if you're using one of those rigs that automatically stretches the limbs. Which is a godsend. But it is very hard to control sometimes. Because that's just another variable that you sometimes don't even get to disable easily. Rigs are a very weird situation. I haven't used a whole lot that are, because I usually just make my own. But there have been some, like, Gumroad ones that I download. And it's like, oh, this is a cool little model for VR chat. Let's see what the blend file is like. And then it's, like, this super, super crazy, like, really good, really flexible rig that I have no idea how to use. Oh, God. And I don't even want to touch Maya. Good God. I have nothing against Maya. I mean, it's the industry standard for animation and I think rigging. And there's some amazing features in it. But I already spent a good chunk of my life figuring Blender out. 2.79. Super colorful and has a bunch of shapes. Yeah, you could say that. The shapes are the best part because whenever I extract a model out of a game and try to pose it, yeah, Rigify I've seen is getting really popular. Yeah, anytime I extract a model out of a game and all the bones are like that same crappy like diamond shape, I feel like I'm going to lose my fucking mind, man. I look at that, I give it a 1,000-yard stare because I've had to do that so many times and I'm like, Yeah, Sonic World DX, you have to use FK for the most part. I mean, you can use IK, but you'll have a lot of shit left over that's not going to really be useful. Now, I don't even think it'll export properly sometimes. I don't know. Sonic World DX, that's a game that could really do with a better fucking exporter for Blender. I'll tell you that. That would save us so much goddamn time. Strike knows. If you guys don't know, Sonic World DX uses an old engine that's maybe a little bit older than me. Blitz 3D. Why haven't we moved off? Don't worry about it. No, the actual reason is because I feel like Blitz 3D is really important to not only like Sonic fan game history, but also just Sonic World DX itself. You move away from Blitz 3D, you're going to need to recreate the entire damn game. And then once you recreate the game, you're going to have to recreate the modding capability. And then once you recreate the modding capability, which will probably take you many years and much frustration, you're going to realize, oh, you ported it to Unity, so the modding support still fucking sucks. So you're going to move it to Godot, which you might be able to salvage into a moddable version of the game. And then you're going to realize, Well, now all the mods are incompatible, so you have two options. One, you try and convince everybody to move their mods over to the new system, or recreate them, God forbid. Which, yeah, good luck fucking doing that. And then, your other option is you make mods compatible. Good luck doing that. Good luck doing that. So I don't know. I'm fine with, personally, I'm fine with Sonic World DX being like on a kind of crappier old engine. Because eventually, it would be great to be able to extend that engine. And I think there are people who can do that. But I don't know if... I don't know if it's really a priority right now to fix up the engine. But it would be great. Like, throw that shit on, like... Not Vulcan. Let's not shoot for the moon. Like, throw it on just even OpenGL. Because it's on DirectX 7, which is terrible. Throw it on, like, a newer DirectX version or even just OpenGL so that, like, it's more compatible with non-Windows things. Boom. Boom. So many issues solved with running the damn game in the first place. And then we get the sky's the limit for graphics for the most part. That would be so good. God, that would be so good. But yeah, Sonic World, old engine. Hopefully we'll get a miracle, but right now it's just, we're chugging along. I've heard Vulcan is very, like, it's fast as fuck. But you have to be insane to be able to work with it. Which one were we on?
93.
93, okay.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
94. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Smaller. That's a good term. Thank you for introducing me to that. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Don't like that.
I think those other ones were fine, besides the loud one. Mario, I don't know your background exactly. I know you do translation, but I don't know. Do you have experience in specifically the less snark? Okay, gotcha. That's plugin manager. Don't want that.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Okay. Yeah, what kinds of experience do you have in some of these fields? Because you're using these terms that sound very pro. And I know that you help with some of the translation stuff for things. At least I think. I think I have that right. What's that background, if you don't mind divulging? Because that is very, very interesting. I'm going to shoot this to my friend. Anytime I see a picture with a dildo in it, I send it to my friend because she really likes to... What she likes to do is she likes to send me renders that she's made in 3ds Max. And she's hidden a dildo somewhere in every single one of them, and I have to find it. She'll just send me a place, and I'm like, where'd you hide the dildo this time? Day job is sound engineer, and you're friends with a lot of voice actors. Damn. Fuck, man, living the dream. You want to know what I do? I don't video edit for a living. I don't do sound design for a living. I don't even voice act for a living. Those are all essentially hobbies. My day job is stacking shirts for a sports company. And I like it. It's good. It's fine. Good job. And I like everybody there. They're really nice. But yeah, that's what I do. That's my extremely mundane job. It's weird. On one hand, I wouldn't trade it for the world because I like the pay and I like the people. But I do really wish I could move up to IT. Working on it. IT. or even just anything that I already do, that would be great. Especially voice acting. Jesus Christ. Yeah, IT money. That's where the big money is, and I literally just need to tell Grandpa, yeah, install Adobe Reader and download Malwarebytes to make sure this shit doesn't happen again. Gotcha? 6 figures off that. Programming? No. I've tried programming a lot. Like a fair few times. Tried to study C++. Didn't do it. I did some GML. That's how I made that Malice test a while back, the side scroller, and also how I made Sonic is real. Real Sonic, as some people call it. But I really do very little programming. I even tried visual programming a couple times. I made a game prototype for college, and also lost the fucking game design document because the USB was dying. Great, that was a great fucking hit to my grade. And of course, I have been working on a few projects that are like Spiel. I don't do any programming on, but there was a project I was doing on Unity that I was doing some visual programming on, and then I got stuck because I couldn't figure out how to make enemies lose health. So that was cool. But yeah, not a programmer. And all the attempts I've tried, I just can't sink myself into it. If I learned programming, I would be fucking unstoppable. I would probably be able to, like, live on my own by then. Because I understand how you're supposed to connect the pieces. I just don't know how to type them. I can't read code very well. And every time I've tried, I can't sink myself into it. I really want to, but I don't even have the time for it these days. Yeah, that's not a mope around though. I like what I do, and I like how I do it. And I'm cool with my day job because everybody's chill. And if I suddenly get a higher paying opportunity on my doorstep, I'll grab it. But I'm fine as is. And even for the voice acting thing, my only voice role for like for the rest of my life could just be Sonic the Hedgehog himself, and that would be all I need, to be honest. I don't need to be a big time voice actor. I just want to voice this character that I've been voicing for like 10 years, but for real. And that would be awesome. It would mean I wouldn't be able to do fan projects, but whatever, man, There's a billion fish in the sea. Lots of Sonic voice actors out there who are really, really good at what they do, and they usually just don't get a big spotlight because some fan game decided, hey, Landy, I loved your work on Adrenaline Dubs. Would you like to voice in my fan game? And I'm like, sure thing, man. Because I like doing stuff and I like being nice. But there's also a part of my soul that's like, man, somebody else who is like way less popular but also really good could be getting that, and I just don't like turning things down because it's kind of fun to put my name out there. But Sonic role officially, if it arrives on my doorstep, I'm ready to just pass on the reins to other people. Yeah, I had the realization after getting the Equinox role. I was like, dear God, I really am just a common go-to. Even my dad's like, you're like the unofficial voice of Sonic at this point. I was like, I guess so. But there's so many talented people out there, and I don't want to be taking the spotlight away from them. Because there are just amazing voice actors out there. But yeah, I don't want to hog the spotlight from anybody. People just go up to me, and I'm like, well, I can't really say no. This looks like something that has potential, so I'm not going to say no. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so these are the
94.
94. Gotcha. 95 is next. Excuse me. I'm just talking my mouth off on this. Barely any lines are being done. Sorry, guys. Fuck, what is it? 94? 95. 95. Drink. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. That's not good on my throat. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I could go either or. $95. Okay. Yeah. I always appreciate it. It's just always like cases where I've had cases where I'm asked to audition for something by a person and then they just end up picking me. Obviously not going to name names because that would be dickish. But yeah, it does kind of get me like feeling bad. It's like, why'd you host the auditions if you were just going to get me? It's not a big problem. But, you know, it's... Go with whoever services your shit, you know? Keep your options open. I was thankful I didn't get the role for Calamity. I auditioned and I put my heart and soul into it. And it went to my buddy Oz. I was kind of thankful because, you know, he has a really good Sonic voice. And I knew that... Because Poss didn't know Oz. She knew me. We were solid friends and we worked on stuff together. So that was a take that was something that she did without bias. She heard Oz's voice and was like, you know, that suits the Sonic that I want in this game. And that, you know, I was a little sad that I didn't get the role, but, you know, knowing that somebody else got it who's smaller and does a really good voice as well, it was solid. It was solid. It's a good feeling. I also just love working on Calamity in general, so I'm not upset at all. Because they later on brought me in for texture work, and that has literally some of the best texture work I have ever done. And I love the style that we settled on, and I love that team, and I love just the amazing talent for like level design and architecture that Dr. Bean brings to the table, especially because he's the one who's done like most of the level design work so far for us, and like a ton of the architecture in the game. Just amazing team to work with. I'm not even upset that I'm not voicing Sonic. No reason to be, really. I mean, Oz shreds it. I've directed him a couple times on it because he's been a little unsure about the way he delivers lines, and you know, everybody does that. No, that happens to everybody. So, you know, just great opportunities all around. Welcome, Sullen. Alright, that was 95. 95. 96. Yeah, I don't want to be overly humble. I've just reached a disillusionment point, I suppose. It's not that I don't want to do more Sonic, because I obviously want to do more Sonic. It is just kind of sad that you'll have like 15, whatever amount of guys that all offer something really unique for projects, and they throw themselves out there, and then you just land on me for the 50th time, and it's, you know... I love doing it, but I can't help but have just a small part of my soul that's like, you could have given that to somebody else. Somebody else who's not, you know, the guy from, like, every popular thing. I don't know how to word this in a way that doesn't feel like I'm moping or just, like, trying to... I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have touched on it in the first place, because it just comes off like I'm, like a... I don't know how you describe it. I don't know. I like to stick up for the little guys. That's why, like, a fair amount of the Adrenaline Dubs voice actors are just people that we know. People who, like, were pretty small time at the time we picked them up. And now they're in a lot of stuff. Technically, I was like that too, actually, now that I think about it. But, you know, like Kiza, I don't think she was really in anything super big until she stumbled across Adrenaline. She actually, it was funny. She was looking for Sonic for something, like his little comic dub, and she came up to the Adrenaline server completely independently, and came up to me and was like, "You've got what I need for this." And so we became solid friends. I heard some of her stuff on Twitter, and I was like, you know, you'd do a good Surge the 10 rec, and there we are. I don't know how much of that journey was paved by Adrenaline, but it was nice to play a part in that. Just people who, like, most people didn't know before. We just grab them, and it's like, you want to voice this character? Because you sound great as this character, in my opinion. And there we go. Rest is history. Nice to just get some lesser known people instead of Chris Pratt. All right. Fuck, I'm getting so sidetracked about shit.
95.
Okay, 96.
96. Don't like that.
Yeah, like when he was doing Mario, it was like, okay, maybe I could tolerate this.
96.
I was like, this could not be terrible. Second one's good. Gotcha. Yeah, Chris Pratt doing Mario, I was like, okay, maybe this won't be terrible. And it wasn't terrible. But at the time, I didn't know that. And then it's like, Chris Pratt is now voicing Garfield. It's like, all right, guys, come on. And this Garfield isn't very good. I'm so sorry, Chris Pratt. But your Garfield ain't doing it for me. Okay, 97.
97. Oh, what is that one for, actually, before I do this?
Hurt one, okay. So small, okay.
Ugh! 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 No, too big. Too long, I guess. Ugh!
Alright, any one of those will work. I like how you're technically voice directing me.
Ugh! Ugh!
I'll leave all of those just for variety. Supersonic 2 from Porn Fiasco. Yeah. Alright, that's 98. Well, what is 98 used for, this one? I mean, I might as well have a pro be doing it, more or less. If I'm going to be voice directed, then best option is a guy who does it for a living. And also a guy who has the context on hand. It's like I'm literally in the booth with Jack Fletcher. Okay, it sounds like a hop. Let me just label it real quick.
97.
Okay, that's 97.
98.
Perry and hop. Okay.
Ha! 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 Ha!
It's one of those.
Ha! Ha!
Just trying to make sure it didn't clip.
Ha! Ha!
A little bigger? Gotcha. Bit of a wind up. All right.
Ha! 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 Ha!
That was good. All right. Couple options there for later. So, this is the most combat grunts I think Sonic has ever had in a game. I guess they figured, hey, it's 2023. Wait, no. It would be 2022 when this game came out? Fuck, I don't even remember. I think it was 2022. 2022, yes. It's like, we got all the space in the world. Let's record a ton of lines for minute things. Okay, that was 98. 99.
99.
I'm assuming that's some kind of
like hurt, getting back, just something like that. That's what that sounds like to me.
double listen.
Yeah. 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 No, I don't like that one. Okay, hurt two. Push back. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay, some of those I think are a little growly. Too much. Go back. Okay.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A little wobbly on that last one. I don't know if that's super fitting. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
100.
Sounds like another hurt line. Yeah. That's mega hurt? Interesting. Why did he deliver it like that? So, like, timidly. Yeah, halfway there, about. Roger came back as the new guy dipped as soon as they asked him to record 223 grunts. Well, the funny thing is they probably didn't tell him, hey, we need this many lines. They probably just had him do whatever. And a billion pickups. Japanese side sitting on these? Mm. Do you think I go big with it, or do you think I kind of subdue it like Roger does? And so you do it again. Yeah. Subdue it, gotcha.
No, that's a little too high.
Titan fights. Alright. Are those all good? Do you think I should peel those back? Peel back? No, I don't think that's a term. Reel back, I think? I don't know. Dial it. That's what I'm looking for. Those are good. Okay. Gotcha. This is so funny. It's just a long distance stream based voice directing. But I'm thankful this happened because it really, really helps me nail in the context of these. If they don't have you on Equinox, they should just grab you like right now to handle the voice direction in general, because this is very, very helpful. Okay, that's 101. What's 101? This one.
101.
Put in a word for you. Well, a few of them are probably watching the stream. I know Doom Guy Rye is a part of the team. Alright, let me play 101 again. I'm having trouble figuring out what this is. Sounds like a jump or a hop. Parry. Gotcha. Nah, don't like that one. I think that one is a... That's like exactly... It is a little breathy, though. Let me see. Short deflect, gotcha. You know what? I can take this. We're gonna... That's right, we're gonna cheat. Not enough room. This is why I hate new versions of Audacity. They just complicate things for no goddamn reason. It's like you're not a Windows NT application, bro. That's the one. Yeah, no contest, man. That's like, I think, the best one. My opinion. Ugh. I'm assuming that's pain. Sounds like pain.
102.
Yes. Because I'm, welcome to the stream, Ari. I was talking about your capsules. And how good they are, but the unfortunate situation with mine. Customized little capsule, but the Transformer's a little boy. I should get rid of that shotgun one. That's a little dark. And it's not that funny anymore. Tonight. You're the best. Shot. Where is it? Okay, barrel. Deleted. Don't like that anymore. I should probably get rid of the Bad Dragon one too. Yeah, when Sega hires me and they look back at my old streams, they're going to be like, what the fuck is Bad Dragon? What the fuck is this on, Max? What is this on here for, Maxwell? Alright, let's reboot the banners. I love that one. God, that one's so funny. What? Okay. There we go.
102.
Alright, 102. Yeah, which one is that? I want to say it sounds like Hurt, so I could just imitate what he's doing, but extra context. So Hurt medium. All right. Re-listen to it, just get the tone.
A little too big, in my opinion. Too breathy, I think.
Second one was way too much, I agree. Yeah. One of these I think is fine. Let me see. You reckon we're good on that one? Radio. That sounds like some kind of deflect or something.
103.
Hey, that's a microphone model. TLM 103. It's the kind of mic I want. I don't actually know what body this is. Well, what do you know? Perry, gotcha. So many of these. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I respect it, but, like, come on, guys.
Right.
That one was pop filter. Just pure pop filter. That one I think is the... I think that's the ticket. Yeah. Hey there, Jordan. 104. That sounds like some kind of attack. 104. All right. I'll play it again. The fricking. Well, a lot of these sounds sound like they're for fricking. Gotcha. Ha! 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 Yeah, those sound fine. I might need to hone in more of the... I don't know what you call it. Ha! 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 Third one I think is good. I feel like we might be able to do better. Ha! I don't know. What do we think of that third one? Because the other ones sound a little too subdued. Gotcha. All right. 105. I'll just try to imitate what this one is because it's pretty... It's decently cut and dry. And I'm gonna be trying to impersonate it. I don't know. Replicate it. Anyway. Let me hear that again. The stomp. Okay. Okay. So he's like going down, like a crushing sound. It's a little too aggressive, I think. I'm like pumping my arms down when I do it. Too much. Gotcha. No, that's too little. You hear the first one, it'll make more sense. Ah. Okay, I'm just trying to feed through whichever one these are. Whichever ones these are. 105. Okay, just to get my placement right. Man, I'm not feeling it. Teeny bit more. I'm bad with scaling my intensity. I don't know. Last one, too much. We reckon. You have this one. Yeah, don't know. Trying to feel for it. Bit more? Gotcha. Get in there. Make the end bigger. All right. Get in there. I think the last one. Humongous. This one and the last one are good. Okay. Gotcha. 106. This sounds like it's another stomp, but I don't know. They forgot to label that one. Oh boy. I'm gonna assume it's probably like a stomp or slide or something. Whatever it is, it's got Roger going a little hard. So. Oh, you know what would have been big brain? I should have based these off of Junichi. Why didn't I do that? Oh, shit. That would have been great. Because Junichi's like the voice that mine is modeled the most after nowadays. Don't do that? Are they bad? Are you kidding? Wow. What, like the names? They messed up the grunts. Okay. Just like their sounds or what? I know the dialogue is bad. I'm not redoing any of the story dialogue because Jesus Christ. It was really funny. The other day I saw that. Actually, no, the other month. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Did they record it in English first? That would kind of make sense because it was Ian Flynn like writing the dialogue. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. The other month, somebody put in a request for it's like I want to hear Landy RS and Frontiers. And they're like, you can use clips from like Sonic World DX and Forces Overclocked if you want. It's like, buddy, there's over 200 voice lines. I haven't even done 200 voice lines in a single game. Actually, that's not true. Well, grunts. I haven't even done 200 grunts for a single fan game. You're going to be missing a lot of sounds. That's why I'm doing this myself. In fact, that's what scared me off the first time. Because there's just so much. And I'm like, oh, this would be a fun mod to do. I extract the lines and I see there's 200 of them. And I'm like, surely this is just cutscenes with Sonic in them. And I play them back and it's Roger grunting and I'm like, no, there's just 200. There's 200 gameplay lines. And again, back in June, I called it off last year. And then I got hired for this and I realized, oh no, I'm going to have to do all that. So here I am putting my fucking big man boots on and just doing it. It's the only way to live a life without regrets. 'Cause the only way you'd live a life with any regrets is if you record to record 200 lines for a Frontiers Sonic Frontiers mod. So stay within that box or set yourself free for me. No, but neither is anybody. No, it's fine. I'll do this for free. Ah. Okay. 106. 106 was the last one we did. 107. That sounds like it could be for a stomp or something. Or maybe it's a big hurt. I don't know. 107. 5 box fans. What's that about? Not labeled? Yeah, it does sound like Sonic being punched in the gut, so that's the problem. One of those will work, regardless of context, I think. Second one? Gotcha. Homing shot? Okay. Interesting. Oh, good. We're in this territory again. The taking a shit territory. 108. Oh my god. Oh, that's really bad. I need to like energize for that. Too small. Yeah. Dude, I don't know what happened there. We're going to try that again. I'm reaching a peak. Oh yeah, oh god. Yeah, let me turn down the gain. Too much. Gotcha. Fuck. Longer than the animation? These are the hardest ones to do because I have trouble raising and lowering them with precision. Bit more energy. You think that one was fine? I feel like it's not gradual enough. Like it kind of... what's the term? You know, it's fun. I was doing these mostly fine earlier. I must have been doing these so much for so long that it just... That's Free For Me from Friday Night Funkin'. Rodent Rap mod. Also known as Sonic Legacy, I guess. It was me doing the voice, and it was Sturm singing, but with my voice AI'd over, because I was having trouble singing, and Sturm was like, hey, you want to just use AI on this? I mean, it's a fake Sonic anyway. And I was like, yeah, sure. Gotcha. Let's swing back in Q4 and reimagine. Just touching base. No, but yeah. Thank you very much, Ari. I can shoot you over some dosh if you need any for like shipping or the emotional toll. Gotcha. Is this for mod or is it for something else? Yeah, this is basically the lines, the gameplay lines of Frontiers. I'm recording them all for a Frontiers mod I got casted for called Sonic Frontiers Helios Equinox. Oh, I'm no singer. I've gotten better, but I don't have any training for it. All right, let's hear the dump audio again. Dude, I'm tweaking. Oh, was that first one good? The first one good? Nice. You sure? It's louder to you guys. Let me turn that down. It's louder to you guys when I'm recording it. Let me see how that's... Go a bit bigger at the start. Okay. The death sounds where Sonic falls in lava in here? Definitely. Has to be, because I'm doing all of them. I'll play this again. I think it's a little hushed at the end, a little too... I don't know. Don't know how I feel about that one. Yeah. That one's better. It's on the right track. Yeah. That one I think is too aggressive at the end. keep trying this one. We're gonna get stronger.
Huh?
Too much at the end.
Huh?
Same problem as last.
Huh?
Maybe a little too much.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. But it's so hard to toe the line.
Huh?
No, you're good, you're good.
Huh?
Okay. I'm gonna re-listen to Rogers.
Huh? Huh?
No. See, it's hard for me to go gradual like that with precision. I haven't done enough of this particular type of audio. We're close.
Huh?
You know what? What's up?
Huh?
It's dying so fast. How is it dying so fast? It's one of those points where I don't know how. I don't have enough control over my voice there, and that makes me sad because I know what's wrong with these, and it's just, yeah, I don't do this powering up stuff often enough. I don't do supersonic often enough because he like never appears, so it's like a foreign. It's like a whole nother planet to me now. Ugh, we'll get it though. We'll get it though. Ugh, all right. Your little stream idea? What was that? The DMC5 vocal theme? I don't know where I would use that. Heading to bed soon. Gotcha. I'll keep trying this one.
Huh?
Okay, gotta... Yeah, that's all good.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
No, it's the gradualness is hard. Ah. Third one's okay.
Huh?
That might be a little aggressive.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, now it's too much.
Huh?
So my mic stand stable? For the most part, yeah. It's kind of crappy. I'm meaning to replace it. Third one's okay.
Huh?
I'm gonna keep trying.
Huh?
No, it's not gradual.
Huh?
Too low. Too dead.
Ugh.
God. No, wait. It's,
Huh?
that one just sounds like I'm coughing.
Huh?
This is so hard. I shouldn't be stuck on this line. I shouldn't be stuck on this one line.
I think it's just I've been... Yeah, no, exactly. I think it's just I've been doing this shit all day. And my voice has not rested. Ugh. Third one. Gotcha. Just that. That'll just be a placeholder, if anything. I think it was this one.
Huh? Huh?
That's like probably the closest take to what I want. Oh, that one's real poo sounding.
109. New mic what?
Sorry, it's blocked by the fucking terrible feature. Mic cable? You got me a new mic cable. Cyclone spin attack. Probably gonna screw this one up too.
Yeah, no, that's hard. Ugh, that requires going really high. No, it cracks. Crack. Breaking. I can't go too high, otherwise it screws up. That was really bad. What happened there? Oh my god. Yeah, it's my throat feels really tight.
Which one was the one that was close? No. Nope.
Okay, one more. If I don't nail this one, I'm just going to close the stream and do this some other time. Because my voice is giving out. At least in terms of screaming.
And raise this stand up a bit.
Gotcha. No. I'm going to do it one more time because actually I might have the right position for that. That's closer to what I want.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that. Close but no cigar, yep. All right, 108, 109. That's where we stopped. 108, that's pretty good, actually. Where's the filters?
If I disable the filters, does that, hold on. Does that, oh yeah, okay. I think that changes the gain. Exactly, dude. It's like Sonic is constipated. Let me see how that sounds. The last few lines are easier. I'd imagine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're at regular volume again. Good. I just want to make sure that when you quote unquote hide the filters, it's yeah, I can't imagine like just take something out of you, especially doing them in sequence. Oh my god. Maybe I can do it sitting down. Man, that was a lot closer than any of my attempts. But it's still so strained by sitting down. That made me so sad. So I was like, I was able to sustain it. Yeah, it's tough. I'm not equipped for a lot of this kind of thing because this is so not what I do. Like really, really dense, like Devil May Cry type attacks for Sonic. Yeah. Oh god, there was this one guy I was working with. I need to be careful to not like name names or give any identifiable information because that's not professional at all. But oh god, yeah. There's some that I did takes of that I'm going to need to retake because they don't sound very good. Yeah, there's some that are like and it just doesn't, it sucks. It sucks to do. But yeah, there was one person I worked with who oh my god. I'm going to abridge this. A fair bit. Yeah, so somebody grabbed a voice actor for something. It was like, and they're like, this voice actor doesn't know how to grunt or do fighting sounds or the sound of getting hurt. I can't comprehend this. How can you not know how to do something that is literally so primal? And then, that was discussed in a server of mine. And they got a very, very good, got a very great response from a few other people in there. Like, something to keep in mind is that a majority of the people you're working with aren't industry professionals. Yeah, exactly. It's something that you just gotta learn and be taught. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one of my friends responded, isn't an actor having trouble with a line an opportunity for an experienced actor to teach? Why are you insulting this person like this? I cannot comprehend how this person doesn't understand XYZ feels nasty to me. I would be insulted if I found out this conversation was being had about me behind closed doors with people I would respect or look up to. Another friend mentioned, for me, acting is experiencing something and trying to relay that experience in a mean of conveying it again. Some people may not go through the same things as everyone else. Like I said before, I was one of these people. I used to skip grunt panels or ad-lib stuff because I just never knew how to do it. I'm really confused on why you think it's such a primal and natural thing. It isn't normal to me and seemed forced if I ever do a grunt in a natural setting, but this is just me and my experience. I was able to overcome it by just learning about it and watching others, but I was never taught it because no one ever taught me. I never took classes. Yeah, just such a, like, I don't know. I didn't like that first person's just behavior, how they were talking about a colleague, somebody that they were supposed to be teaching. Sucked to hear about. They're not a bad person. I'm intentionally leaving some details vague, but just didn't. It offered perspective because I don't do intense grunts usually when I do Sonic, and at the time I was even less experienced. So hearing all that, I was like, man, I would hate to be talked about in that way because I didn't know how to do like Dragon Ball sounds. But yeah, it's a taught thing and a very much a learned thing. You got to practice the shit out of it if you don't just get taught it. And even if you do get taught it, you got to work on it. I'm not defending myself. I'm just relating this to another thing that I saw discussed a few years ago. But yeah, I'm pretty bad at this sort of thing. I got through a fair amount, though, so that's good. I mean, we're like halfway done with these, which is great. I'm really, really happy. I did start from like 30, so I've only done about 70. And I was also yapping a lot of the time, so some of that time could have gone to actually recording. And should have gone to actually recording, but whatever. I do the streams not to just be like, look at what I'm working on. Sometimes I do, but, I like to socialize a bit. I like to talk to people and talk about things that are going on in my life and just get a little bit of insight, get and give a little bit of insight on things. So, yeah. That's how I roll, and I'm not too upset that I yapped. Thank you. I very recently designed this. I still need to change the BRB screen because it's not bad, but I want to do something a little more creative with it. This is what that looks like. You see, it's not, oh, here we are. It's not bad looking, but, you know, I think I can do better. I think I can make it more creative. I also need to fix the damn chat. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, just that, like, that's like Windows XP. Like off-brand Windows XP. Yeah. Go check out Square Rabbit Studios on Twitter. They're linked in the description. They're working on that mod that I'm voicing in, Helios Equinox. And I've seen some of the level design they're working on, and it seems like they've got a semblance of a story going as well. It's looking great. I was looking at some of the level design, and I was like, holy crap. This looks just as engaging as Sonic Generations was when I first played it. This looks really, really fun. They've got the camera angles tuned in great. They don't seem to rob you of freedom a whole lot. It seems like a major improvement over the cyberspace levels I've seen in Frontiers. And I'm not going to be like, they're fixing Frontiers. But, you know, it feels very much like a Lost expansion pack. Almost like what Overclocked did. So, yeah, pretty cool. Love projects like that. All right. Take it easy, folks. Don't do drugs. I'm just kidding.